Hello everyone, welcome back to the Champions League. It's the Toon Revival, it's Friday, it's Milan versus Newcastle. It's all to play for in this first of two knockout legs. Let's have a look at the game plan for today, and you can see that we've got a few players not feeling their best, but it's no worries because Angus Gunn is our default number one really when we come to it. And Kunku can come back into the team for Xavi. Xavi not looking too great, but I think maybe I think we'll give him a rest. Hummels is now fit and ready to go, so he can come back into the team ahead of Mathieu, who can go back onto the bench. And Timo Werner is out for a further 2 days, unfortunately. He did pick up an injury, but Joelinton, even in the form that he's in, is more than capable of doing the job for us up front. Obviously, he has his mates, Alan Saint-Maximin and Junior, alongside him to help him along with the job. Milan are going to be playing a Christmas tree formation. Here we go, Hummels is captain again. 4-3-2-1, and we're going to have to be careful because I don't know how good Milan are in this game, to be honest. I think we played them this time a year ago. But things can change very quickly in this game. I think if you're in the Champions League knockout stages, you're not a bad team. That's the main thing to concern ourselves with. So we're going to have to keep it tight. We've not played European football in a little while now, so it's going to take a second just to reacclimatise ourselves. But here we are at this magnificent stadium, this old stadium, the San Siro, home to both Milan teams, or Milanese teams, should I call them. Newcastle today playing in their away shirts and associated kit, all orange. I'm a big fan of this kit, I really am. Okay, here we go. Joelinton leading the line for Newcastle today. Let's see if we can get a result. And straight away, Newcastle winning the high ball, fed forward by the Milanese players. You're not going to beat Hummels in the air too often, I don't think. And Kunku. He's done a little bit too much dilly-dallying on the ball there, but it does come loose and Maximin picks it up. A little bit of chaos ensuing among the Milan defenders, but they get away with it in the end. Shelvey doing his best to try and win the ball. And I don't know what this is for. It's okay, so it's a foul on Diego Costa. Again, I'm really not sure that's a foul. I've stepped across his trailing leg and apparently I fouled him. Lucas Paqueta take the free kick. Oh, and it's off the crossbar. We've gotten away with that one. The ball goes out of play for a Milan throw. They take it quickly back to Kessie. Conti now on the ball. Linesman's given another foul, but they've allowed play to continue, and we've gotten away. Oh dear, gotten away with that somewhat. Here we go now, we're on the break. Vinicius Junior. Oh yes, it's a brilliant cross, it's a brilliant finish. Joelinton once again stepping up to the plate and showing why you don't count him out and why you should never consider selling him. Because even when he's not your first choice, he's always good for a goal. And that's a very nice cross there by Junior. It was literally just the through ball, but there was so much power put on the ball that he ended up playing it as a cross. Joelinton just knew exactly where to be at the near post, and he's headed it past the goalkeeper to give Newcastle both a 1-goal lead and, quite vitally, the away goal. Milan again playing the ball long up front, trying to find a way past the Newcastle defence. I don't think anyone's told them that Joelinton's a beast in the air. And Nkunku couldn't quite get onto it, unfortunately. It was a nice little lobbed through ball into him, but he couldn't quite do anything with it. Henriks on the right wing. Nice through ball. It's good defending. Just got a foot to it, enough to stop the ball from being played along to Junior. Now Milan in the midfield, and again they play the lofted ball. Must be particular to the way that they like to play, but somebody really needs to have a word with the coach. Not too quickly, mind, because I don't mind mopping up all of these lofted balls. But somebody really needs to have a word with their coach and let him know that that kind of ball is not going to work against a defence which has Mats Hummels at the heart of it. It's a good shot, it's a good save. It's gone out for a corner kick. Milan starting to find a bit of joy by just keeping the ball on the deck, passing it around. Somebody did tell them, and they told them a little bit too soon for my liking. Could have done without him palming it out, but the goalkeeper stops the ball. That's the main thing. And Nkunku overruns it slightly. This could cause a little bit of danger for us. Goalkeeper sees the ball wide. Goal kick Newcastle. And a yellow card for Nkunku. I can only imagine it was for a previous incident. Didn't quite see it myself. I don't remember telling a player to slide tackle. That must have been an AI decision. What on earth? Ball lobbed out left to Willems. Looks up, looking for options. Plays it inside to Nkunku, who is of course now on that yellow card. Ball up to Joelinton, who can hang on to it. That's a good through ball. Maximan just not able to get onto it in time before the goalkeeper could mop up. Henriks with some defending to do. Good save. I think it might have been going wide, but that notwithstanding. Ball goes harmlessly wide from a Milan header. Goal kick. No, it's a corner apparently. Okay, don't know who he was watching. And that's gone over, possibly for another corner kick. I think the goalkeeper might have got a touch onto it. No, that one's a goal kick. Okay, shows how much I know. So the ball again played out wide left to Willems. Just looking for options ahead of him. Plays it into Nkunku, across to Shelvey. Back to Nkunku again. Into Maximan. That's a nice 1-2. It's a good shot. It's a very good save. Nice interplay by the Newcastle front three. And that's a corner. Willems now on the left-hand side. Crosses it in, outswinger. Good header, brilliant header. It's gone in off of the head of Vinicius Junior. And I was talking before, a couple of episodes ago, about how he's not really a prolific header of the ball. Well, somebody find me some salt and pepper, because I've got some words I need to eat. That was a fantastic header. Made to look even better by the fact that it came off the underside of the crossbar. Fantastic. Simon, yet again, I am in your debt. Brilliant scouting. That's a good ball up to Joelinton. He plays the through ball to Maximan. Maximan, 3-0, and this game is home and hosed on 44 minutes. Joelinton is giving me serious food for thought as to who should be the number one at the moment. Because even though Werner has been very, very good, it seems that every time Joelinton comes into the starting lineup, we just play so much better. Maybe I need to re-examine the idea that I had of playing a 4-4-2 formation. Get both of them into the side. And half-time, it is 3-0 to Newcastle United. Those are going to be some very vital away goals. Pretty much takes the tie all the way away from Milan at this stage. Been a very even game. It's just Newcastle's finishing that has put them above. And so we start the second half. Newcastle United shooting from left to right in this second half. Fantastic first half performance, meaning that they really don't have to put much pressure on themselves to do anything in this second. Oof. He's going to try and get Zakaria on the score sheet now. I think that's our new mission. Good defending by Milan, taking advantage of the slightly unsure footing, and that's a very good header, regardless of the fact that the player was offside. I have to say that Todibo has made a very good header there defensively. Goalkeeper obviously would have picked the ball up had play continued. That's a poor ball though from Henriks. It's put Newcastle under a slight amount of pressure. Oh, that's well won by Nkunku. Plays it into Vinicius Jr. Up forward to Joelinton. Loses the ball, but they insist on trying this lobbed ball up front. And I think Costa may have been offside. Indeed he was, so it's going to be called back for a Newcastle free kick. Willem's just going to play a short ball into Hummels. No point in giving up possession for no reason. Ball out wide left. Played into... No. Milan end up getting the ball back. And again, the lobbed through ball. It's worked out for them this time though. And they have an overlap. And this could be danger for Newcastle. They need to concentrate. Ball comes in. Good defensive header. Shelvey plays it out to Henriks, who manages to take it away from the danger area. The ball gets played into Nkunku, forward to Joelinton, over the top for Junior, who can't control it. Referee's blown up for something. Apparently Junior fouled the Milan player by being kicked by him. Okay, I see, that's how that's going to be. Right. So, we're going to make some changes, might as well. First things first, Nkunku on the yellow card, there's no need to risk anything there. So we're going to bring on Almiron. We know that him and Shelvey play well as a two behind the front three. And Joelinton is going to make way for... I'm kind of tempted to say Farfan, but we're still having this debate about whether we're selling him or not. I'm going to give Paredes some playing time. We could always bring Farfan on the wide right or wide left if needs be. Caldara with the free kick, pumps it up to Diego Costa. He does manage to win that header, and this is what they wanted. But it's good defending by Newcastle. Body's in the way, and it gets taken away. Vinicius Jr. plays it up to Joelinton. Joelinton to protect the ball, plays it into Maximan. If he can get past his man, which he can't, unfortunately, but he keeps the pressure up. Ball lobbed forward. Hummel's surely going to win this. He does. Plays it to Hayden, who runs in behind to pick up the ball. Gives himself a little bit of space. Henriks on the right-hand side. The attacking fullback's instruction turned off now. No need to worry about that. We've got our free goal cushion. Nothing more to worry about. That's a very good defensive header there by Henriks. Oh dear, he's got all tied up, but he's recovered well enough. Milan looking a little bit more dangerous in the final third at the moment. That was easy. That's a shame. It's a well-worked opening, but the final pass not quite what it needed to be. And Milan got plenty of numbers forward at this point. They're looking to try and get at least one goal back. It's just not happening for them, though. And that's a terrible, terrible tackle. The Milan player obviously very frustrated at being made to look like an absolute fool during this match. And quite deservedly, he ends up in the referee's notebook with a yellow card to his name. There's a word for that. Outside of the football pitch, it's assault. In fact, for the last 10 minutes, we're going to just have a little look at the 4-4-2. So the back four stays the same. I think Shelvey and Hayden can play as, hang on, defensive midfielder for Hayden. We'll keep Shelvey as a central midfielder. Almiron can play on the left. And Vinicius as the support striker. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad formation, in fairness. So we'll see how we play for the last 5 minutes with a 4-4-2 formation. Obviously, we've got no other instructions going. This is literally just the players playing in a 4-4-2 arrangement. Maximan loses a little bit of his offensive effectiveness as a result of playing deep on the right-hand side. But he can still get forward. That's a good cross. If you can get a header on this, he can't, unfortunately. Say the 4-4-2 for the limited time that we've played it in this match doesn't feel too bad. Doesn't have quite the offensive mindedness of the 4-3-3, but it feels pretty solid. We may experiment with that formation a little bit more as we go along. But the main thing to take away from this match is the fact that Newcastle United have a 3-0 head start against Milan in the second leg, thanks to 3 away goals. Hell of a performance. Joelinton again showing why he should always be considered for a starting berth. And even now that Werner will be fit and available for the follow-up leg, I'm really not sure if he gets back in. Winner stays on and all that. Paredes and Almiron doing very badly according to the stats, but honestly, I've stopped listening to them entirely. Right, so there we go. Those are the results of the first legs as they stand. Real Madrid doing a number on Liverpool. Barcelona comfortably up against Benfica. It's pretty nip and tuck between Juventus and PSV. Shakhtar Donetsk holding Bayern Munich to a 1-1 draw. PSG away, home and hosed, as I said earlier, against Genk. Atletico Madrid equally home and hosed against Moscow. And Manchester City managing to win 1-0 against Valencia. So that should give you an idea of our potential opponents in the next round of the Champions League. As for what's happening when we come back on Monday, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure what the situation is regarding our schedule. Looks like we have another bid on the table. Oh, look, okay, now we've got things to talk about. Oh, we've got a lot of things to talk about now, people. Well, we've had a 7.6 offer from Karetsu Osaka. So, could Shelby be heading to Japan? Probably not, but there we go. That's the offer that we've had for him. Xavi, we've had a very interesting offer from Paris Saint-Germain for £57.5 million. I'm in no mind to accept that whatsoever. I think he's proven himself to be a very useful part of this squad. And given not too long a time now, I think maybe him and Nkunku could be the starting pair in midfield, but we'll have to wait and see on that front as well. But here's the big one that I want to ask you guys, and I've mentioned it in the last couple of episodes, but I really do want to get your thoughts and feelings on this. What do we feel about Farfan going to Atletico Madrid for £57 million? It would definitely bolster the transfer budget, and it would allow us to meet the minimum fee release on Aja from Celtic, which would be a huge signing for us in defence. But let me know, as always. I am reading the comments, and where I can, I'm responding to them. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Farfan transfer, whether or not we should go ahead with it. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.